Your mercy outlasts all our fears. When ages fade and worlds grow dim, the song of love still echoes him through all that was and all to be.
When Ages Fade, Always Be. Devotional Series, Episode 18. When ages fade and worlds grow dim, the song of love still echoes him through all that was and all to be. Love reigns beyond eternity. Everything we can see is temporary. Not most things, everything. The mountains that feel permanent are not. They are moving, slowly, imperceptibly, ground down by forces that have been working on them since the day they rose. The oceans are not permanent. The continents are not permanent. The sun itself, the star we have built every human metaphor for constancy and reliability around, is burning through its fuel at a rate that gives it a finite lifespan. Even the universe itself, the physicists tell us, is moving toward something. Expanding, cooling, the stars slowly exhausting themselves across timescales that dwarf anything we can meaningfully imagine. Everything that exists within creation is, by definition, a created thing. And created things have a beginning. And things with a beginning have, eventually, an ending. This is not despair. This is simply the nature of the created order. And Scripture has always been honest about it. Heaven and earth will pass away, Jesus said, Matthew 24:35. Not might pass away, not will pass away eventually under certain conditions, will pass away. The temporary nature of everything physical is not a flaw in the design. It is the design, because the design was never for this age to be the final one. This age is the in-between, and the in-between, by definition, gives way to the thing it was always moving toward. But then, Jesus finishes the sentence, "But my words will never pass away." When ages fade and worlds grow dim, ages, not just years, ages, the great sweeping epics of human and cosmic history, the age of the ancient world, the age of empires, the age of exploration, the age of industry, the digital age. Each one enormous from within, each one eventually giving way to whatever comes next, each one fading into the one that follows. The ages come and the ages go. What seemed permanent from inside any given age looks, in retrospect, like a chapter, a season, a moment in a story much longer than itself. And worlds grow dim, not just ages of human civilization, worlds, the physical, cosmic, planetary reality of what we inhabit, dimming, the light slowly fading, the brightness that characterized the young universe gradually cooling into something quieter, darker, further along the arc of a creation that is headed somewhere. This is not a depressing image, it is an honest one, and its honesty is precisely what gives the next line its power. Because what this lyric establishes, by naming the fading so plainly, is the contrast, the backdrop against which the declaration lands, the darkness that makes the light visible. The song of love still echoes him. Still. That word again. Still. When the ages have faded. Still. When the worlds have grown dim. Still. When everything that was going to pass has passed, and everything that was going to fade has faded. Still the song, still the echo, still the love. The song of love still echoes him. There is something in the word echoes that deserves careful attention. An echo is not the original sound. It is the sound returning, bouncing off something larger than itself, coming back to where it started, carrying the original with it. A song that echoes is a song that was sung first somewhere else, by someone else, and is now returning. The original note still recognizable in the reflection, the source still audible in the repetition. And the song of love that echoes through eternity, through every age and every world and every generation of human worship, is not a song that originated with us. We did not write it. We did not generate it. We joined it. The love that is being sung was always His love, the original, the source, the note that was being sounded before the stars burned and will be sounding after the stars have grown cold. Our worship is the echo of His love. He loved first. He always loves first. And the song that returns to Him from every redeemed voice across every age of history is simply love recognizing its source and returning to it. We love because He first loved us. 1 John 4:19. The echo always points back to its origin, and the origin of every true act of love, every genuine moment of worship, every honest reaching of the human heart toward God is Him. His love preceding ours, making ours possible, sustaining ours, being the reason ours exists at all. The song echoes Him because the song is always, at its deepest level, His. Which means the song cannot fade with the ages, because its source does not fade. You cannot silence an echo while the original sound is still being made. And the original sound, His love, sounding from before the beginning, is never, under any circumstances, going to stop through all that was and all to be. This phrase does something quietly comprehensive that it is easy to move past too quickly. All that was, the complete record of everything that has already occurred, every moment of history, from the first act of creation to this present day, every empire and every ordinary life, every act of grace and every failure of faithfulness, every prayer whispered in the dark, and every morning that came with new mercy. All of it, covered. The love present in all of it, moving through all of it, never absent from a single moment of it. And all that is to be, everything still ahead, every moment between now and the end of the age, every season still unwritten, every prayer not yet prayed, every grace not yet given, every morning of new mercy not yet arrived. All of it, already held in the love that exists outside of time, already covered by the mercy that was flowing before time began, already encompassed by the heart that had made the stars turn before anything that would ever be had yet come to pass. All that was and all that is to be, the complete span, the total scope, from the first moment to the last, from the beginning of history to its conclusion. The love is present throughout, not arriving late to some moments and early to others, not stronger in certain eras than in others. Present, consistently, completely, without gap or diminishment, through the entire length of everything that has ever been and everything that is yet to come. There is no moment in which you are not held by it. There has never been such a moment. There never will be. Love reigns beyond eternity. We have been building toward this line for 18 episodes, and it deserves to be received with the full weight it carries. Not love endures through eternity, though it does. Not love survives into eternity, though it does that too. Love reigns beyond eternity. It is not a passenger in the eternal age. It is not something that persists quietly in the background while other things take center stage. It reigns. It is the governing reality, the defining characteristic, the thing from which everything else in the eternal age takes its character and its shape. And beyond eternity, which is perhaps the most extraordinary phrase in the entire song. Eternity, as we usually conceive of it, is time without end, the endless continuation of existence into an infinite future. And love, this lyric declares, reigns not just within that endless continuation, but beyond it, past the concept of eternity itself, outside the frame of even endless time, in the place where human language and human mathematics and human categories of thought simply run out, and the only thing left to say is, He is there, and He is love, and it reigns. God is love. 1 John 4:8. Not, God is loving within certain contexts. Not, God expresses love as one dimension of a more complex identity. God is love. It is not something He does within eternity. It is what He is beyond it. The bedrock reality beneath every other reality. The thing that was true before anything else was, and will be true after everything else has concluded, and is true in the space where even the concept of time ceases to apply. Love reigns beyond eternity as the final, ultimate, irreducible reality of all existence. There are moments in the life of faith where the size of what we believe suddenly becomes apparent. Usually we hold the faith in manageable portions, the daily grace, the renewed mercy, the steady flame through the specific storm we are currently navigating. And all of that is real and necessary and good. Faith has to live in the ordinary as much as the cosmic, and the ordinary is where most of us spend most of our time. But occasionally, in a lyric, in a passage of scripture, in a moment of prayer where something breaks through the ordinary and the full scale of the thing lands, we get a glimpse of what we are actually standing inside of. Not a small, private, personal arrangement between us and God, the governing reality of all existence, across all time, beyond eternity itself. Love, reigning, through all that was and all that is to be. And you are held inside of it, personally, specifically, by name, held inside the love that reigns beyond eternity. The same love that preceded the stars and will outlast them. The same love that moves through galaxies and through passing years without being diminished by either. The same love that was the first word before creation and will be the last word after everything created has given way to what was always more real than it. You are inside that love right now, in this ordinary moment, in whatever season this finds you, in the middle of whatever the current chapter of your particular life contains. The ages will fade, the worlds will grow dim, the song of love will still be echoing, and you will still be held inside it, beyond eternity.